Good morning. My name is Josh Golden, Director of Music Ministries at Hickson United Methodist Church. I love words. Now that may be surprising. You may have thought I would have said I love music, and of course I do. But the music we sing so often in the church and around us all the time has its basis in words. It's not for their own sake, but it's because these words can point us to something greater than ourselves, something beyond ourselves. They cause us to forget the everyday mundane activities and think about something greater. The wonder of God, the beauty of creation, the peace that He desires for our lives. I want to read two things to you that I have to read almost every single week. I read them aloud usually every week, and they remind me each time I do it to slow down, to find peace, to take a break from the anxiety that seems to be creeping in, especially in this time of the pandemic. The first one is a poem by Wendell Berry called The Peace of Wild Things. When despair for the world grows in me and I wake at the least sound in fear of what my life and my children's lives might be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty by the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. The other thing that I wanted to read that is alluded to in that poem is this passage of Scripture we could all probably quote by heart. But saying it out loud for me almost every week restores my soul in a way that is hard to explain. It's the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures and leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I hope you'll find your words this week. I hope you'll find some scripture. Maybe a song lyric, a piece of prose from a novel or a poem. Something you can remember, that you can tape to your mirror or by your bed so that you see it and are reminded to think beyond yourself, to notice the wonder and the beauty of God. I know that it helps me. My prayer is that it blesses and helps you this week as well.